Okay, today we are going to talk about research databases that are available to you as a student at Carl Albert State College. We subscribe to many of the databases. The first step that you want to go through is to visit the home screen. And from the home screen, you'll go to the library page. This is what the library page looks like. The first thing we want to click on here, I'm going to say Ebsco a lot. This tab actually says Ebsco host, but I don't want you to click on that because this is a link to ebooks, and we're not talking about ebooks. We're talking about databases, magazine articles. So this is the one we want to click on. So select that. It takes us to this page, and here is where we'll talk about Ebsco host, and that's my preferred database. You have other ones. eLibrary is a good one. JSTOR, Chronicle of Higher Education, those are good, but Ebsco is the one that I prefer, and so that's the one that we're going to talk about. It does everything that you'll need it to do. So click on Ebsco, and here we have the Ebsco research databases. I'm just going to go ahead and click that one. Okay. From here, we want to select the different databases that are available to us. Let me make that a little bit smaller. Okay, so Academic Search Complete is the one that we always want to use. We can click Elite, that doesn't hurt anything. Premier, why not? The rest of them, if you're not sure what they are, if you're a business major, you want to choose Business Source Elite. Cinehall is a full text database for nursing and allied health journals. So if you're an allied health major or a nursing student, you can select that one. ERIC is the Educational Resource Information Center. I used that quite a bit in my undergraduate studies. Greenfile covers all aspects of human impact of the environment. So those are, you can read about each one of those, and those are our options. So we'll go ahead and use the ones that we have. You can scroll down through those, and then we'll click Continue. Once you're here, you can select your topic. So if we start with a broad topic, that just means that there's way too much information out there for us to fit into a condensed research article or research paper. So a broad topic is like global warming. So if I say global warming, you would find books on global warming. If you Googled it, you'd find a bajillion websites. So we want to narrow that down to something that's more manageable. So one of the ways that we can do that is think about what aspect of global warming we want to look up. If we want to look up global warming in Antarctica, global warming and penguins, global warming and penguins in Antarctica, each of those narrows it down to a more manageable topic. Now, we don't want to get too small because we do have to have enough content there to get a research paper, and that's part of the balancing act that comes with doing good research. So once we have that topic, then we can come up with our research question. A question ends with a question mark. So how does global warming affect penguins in Antarctica would be our research question. From there, you would come up with your answers. You would do your research. You would come up with your thesis statement. It's a statement. It's not a question. The question is the research question. So the thesis statement tells us the answer to that. So global warming affects penguins in Antarctica in the following ways, blah, blah, blah. And that's what we're going to find with our research. So here I will type global warming, and we'll search that. And it's going to search the databases that we selected. Okay. So we have 118,928 articles, which is probably too many for us to read in a week or two. So we can narrow that down. First thing we want to do is select full text. Okay, so that is going to get rid of anything that's not a full text article. We don't want just pieces of articles or descriptions of articles. We want the full thing. So it's down to 50,000. So that's more manageable, but still more than I want to read this weekend. The next thing we can do is we can take this slider bar and move it up to at least this century. Let's do that. So let's see what we have between 2000 and 2018. All right, 45,000 articles. So that's better. Apparently they didn't write too much about global warming before the year 2000. The next thing we can limit it to is the scholarly and peer-reviewed journals. That's always what I want to do. Those things are going to be much more credible than a popular journal. So we'll click that, and that's going to cut us down to 19,000. All right, so we got 19,953 articles. We can go by subject. Okay, so that's an option. Language, publisher, any of those types of things. Or you can narrow it down up here. So global warming. Okay, I can spell global, right? Help. All right, global warming and penguins. Yeah, that's fun. All right, we're down to 33. Okay, so let's say that we have one of these, and we find one that we want to look at. Here we go. Testing paradigms of ecosystem change under climate warming in Antarctica. That sounds good. Okay, so we'll click on that. Here's the actual article that we want to look at. So we've got our title, we've got our authors, we've got the source, we've got our abstract. We don't actually have the article, so we're going to have to click on this for the PDF version of the article. And here is what the article actually looks like. So we have our page numbers down here. We have any charts and graphs that are included. There we go. And so we have the actual article itself, not just an HTML or retyped version of the article. Now, if you want to use this article and you want to cite it, this is one of the best things about Ebsco Host. You go over here to this fancy little golden piece of paper, and you hit Cite. Okay, the citation will show you what it looks like in APA. It'll show you what it looks like in MLA. If you have an instructor who assigns something other than that, I'm not sure what ABNT is. It's the Brazilian National Standards, it says right there, but if I were assigned a paper in ABNT, there's what the citation would look like. So using that is a good way to find our articles, narrow our topic down, make it manageable so we don't have to read everything over it, and then how to cite those sources in our Works Cited page or our reference page. All right, that's a little bit about Ebsco. I hope that you learned something that you can use in class.